Yanny or Laurel. There's a voice going around the internet, a robot voice. When it's played, you're supposed to either hear the name Yanny or Laurel.
Laurel. Laurel. Laurel.
Yanny and Laurel Hansen were from Norway, and in January of last year they were caught out in the snow when their car broke down. They called their father, who told them to wait in the car for help. But after a while, the gas in the car ran out. They knew if they stayed there, the car would act like a tin can in a freezer, and they'd freeze to death. So right before it got dark, they left the car and tried to make it to safety. Yanny and Laurel soon found themselves lost in the freezing snow. They called their dad, and desperately he said one should lie on top of the other to protect them from the elements. Yanny and Laurel knew that they both weren't going to survive, and asked their dad who should lie on top. Now this is a question no parent should ever have to answer, but they were desperate and couldn't choose themselves. As tears ran from his eyes, his hand shook, and he went to answer, but couldn't. With such unbearable pain, he hung up the phone, hoping that between themselves they would make a decision. When morning came, a search party found both of them together, side by side. Rather than one live and one die, police say they couldn't live without one or the other. He knew in his heart if he had made a choice, he'd still have a daughter. Can you think about who you would pick if the choice was yours? What if Yanny and Laurel were the names of your parents or your two best friends? Would you be able to make that choice?
Laurel. Laurel. Laurel.
If you listen to the recordings, you may hear Laurel or you may hear Yanny. Some have listened to the recordings long enough and have heard "help me" or "pick me." Some say these recordings are actually the sisters reaching out from the dead, both trying to get their dad's attention. If you don't believe me, play the words again and again. You'll start to hear the real message behind the names.
Laurel. 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 Laurel.